Moo is going to give you 10 free fractional shares of the Magnificent Seven stocks. Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Alphabet, Nvidia, and Tesla. When you open a new Moo brokerage account, put at least $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 10 free fractional shares of the Magnificent Seven. There's a link down in the description box. Go click on that link, guys. Open up your new Moo account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Go check out the new website, the Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor website. It's the second link down in the description box. Take a look at those fantastic digital products we have designed to help you get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Also, join the membership club. We're going to be doing some fantastic stuff in the membership club, all geared towards getting you to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate that. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. Have you guys been to McDonald's lately? I have been, and I'm gonna tell you something. The prices on their food have skyrocketed. I'm 55 years old, and I can remember going to McDonald's as a kid. I think we paid $3 or $4 for a Big Mac meal back in the day, so it's more than tripled in cost. And I gotta believe that people are starting to get priced out of McDonald's. I mean, I'm a guy with financial wherewithal and with financial means, and when my daughter wants to go to McDonald's occasionally to get a burger or chicken nuggets or a shake, their prices are out of control. Let's talk about really what's happening at McDonald's and why their prices have went up so much over the last decade or two. McDonald's Corporation owns the rights to the McDonald's name. So what do? They franchise McDonald's name to franchisees. They allow them to use their name, image, and likeness, and in return, those franchisees pay them royalties and rent. What do you mean rent? Don't the franchisees own the real estate that they build their McDonald's location on? 50% of them don't, guys. McDonald's owns 50% of the land that franchisees build their McDonald's location on. See, McDonald's is in the real estate business. They use burgers and fries in order to entice franchisees and people like you and I to buy into their brand and buy their food. But they're really in the real estate business. And here's why. When you look at a normal franchisee and what they pay McDonald's almost 20% of their top line sales, guys. 4% in the form of a royalty, 4% in the form of a marketing fee, and then 12% in rent. So it's a 20% off the top of sales, not profit, sales, top line sales. So it's making McDonald's Corp a really, really rich corporation, and it has for many years. If you go back to the 1960s, when the original founder of McDonald's, he said it plain and clear. We're not in the burger business. We're not in the food business. We're in the real estate business. But we provide burgers and fries so that we can make sure our franchisees make revenue so they can pay us our rent. So they're really in the real estate business, right? Now, around the world, you have about 40,000 McDonald's locations. But McDonald's Corp only owns about 2,000 of those restaurants. So 38,000 of those restaurants are owned by franchisees, right? People who go to McDonald's Corp and say, hey, I want to open a McDonald's location. McDonald's says, okay, fill out this application. We're going to vet you. We'll find the land. We got to approve the land. And 50% of those locations, they own the real estate and the people rent the real estate from them. Typically the ground, right? Not the actual building itself, but the ground. They give a ground lease of about 20 years. And they make the bulk of their money off of that rental income, off of that royalty income, off of that marketing income. And here's the key, guys. When commodities go up like beef, right? Beef has went up since the pandemic by almost double. For the burgers, went up by 40%. But guess who that cost is passed on to? Not McDonald's Corp. It's passed on to the franchisees, the people who actually own the restaurant. McDonald's Corp, they don't absorb any of that price increase. The franchisee, the restaurant owner, the McDonald's location owner does. And guess what? They pass that on to people like you and me. Labor costs has went through the roof. You look at states like California, who has instituted a $20 minimum wage for fast food restaurant employees. And you got other states around the United States starting to increase that minimum wage as well. So commodity costs are going up, basically food costs. Labor costs are going up. McDonald's Corporation is not being affected by that at all. Why? Because they get paid off of royalties, they get paid off of marketing, they get paid rent, and that's off the top line sales. So they don't have to worry about any of the commodity costs. Okay, maybe on their 2,000 stores that they own, but those other 38,000 stores, they don't have to worry about that. And of course, the real estate, like I said, is where they make their bread and butter, at least McDonald's Corp. The CEO of McDonald's has came out and said in an article that I read that people making under $45,000 a year can probably no longer afford to come to McDonald's because they're priced out. You're talking about anywhere from like $12 to $18 for a Big Mac meal, depending upon where you buy it in the United States, guys. You go to New York, you got an $18 Big Mac meal. Down here in Southwest Florida, where I live at, you're talking about $12, $13 Big Mac meal. Think about it. If you got 3 kids plus yourself, how in the world can you pull that off under $45,000 a year? Even middle class folks can't even pull it off. And guess what? That's what's starting to happen. There's starting to be a decline in people coming to McDonald's locations. That was in that article as well. Yep. People are starting to find alternate ways of getting their food quickly as opposed to going to McDonald's. So if sales start falling, ultimately, who gets hurt? The franchisee, the person who actually owns the business. Now, they don't own the name, image, and likeness. McDonald's own that. That's why they pay royalties. But they own the actual business itself. They get hurt. They get hurt big time. The average McDonald's restaurant in the United States makes about $3.2 million in sales. That's on average. Once you strip out expenses, remember, McDonald's Corp gets about 20% of that. Top line, 3.2 million, they're gonna get 20% right off the bat. Then you gotta add in food costs. Then you gotta add in labor costs. Of that 3.2 million, about 1.2 million is labor costs. And then when you get down to the bottom line, that restaurant owner is only going to make about $290K off of $3.2 million in sales. That's pretty doggone low return on that type of investment, guys. See, when I was in the banking business, we financed a lot of these fast food restaurant chains. They had to be proven concepts like McDonald's and Burger King and places like that. And what we found as a banker, the only way these people survived and really made any money, they had to have multiple locations. If you had just one location or two locations, you're struggling right now. Now, if you got 50 locations, 100 locations, you got scale, you're surviving. You can make it happen. But the people that got one location or two locations, they're going to struggle, guys, because why? Food costs are going to continue to increase. Labor costs are going to continue to increase. McDonald's is not going to say, well, hey, we're going to go ahead and not charge you this 20% off the top line sales. We'll lower that. McDonald's Corp is not going to do that. If you looked at McDonald's Corp, if you look at their stock over the last several years, it continues to go up. And the reason it continues to go up is because they have all the upside, no downside. Remember, they don't have to worry about commodity costs. They don't have to worry about labor costs. On their 2,000 stores they do, but not on 38,000 stores. They don't worry about any of that. That's the franchisee's problem. That's not the McDonald's Corp problem. They still want their 20%. So their stock has continued to go up. Why? Because they're in the real estate business. They get 12% of their revenue, guys, from the real estate that they rent to these franchise people. I mean, they get 12%, which is insane to me. Plus another 8% from royalties and marketing. Just insane the way they make money, right? And guess who all of these costs are passed on to? People like you and I. That's why lower income people, middle income people can't afford McDonald's anymore, guys. And ultimately, I think it's going to hurt McDonald's Corp in the long run. I think so, because if you got a franchisee who can't make any money on a $3.2 million investment, he is not making that much money on it. You got to say to yourself, do I want to be in this fast food restaurant business anymore? Hey, McDonald's Corp better wake up, because I'm telling you, if these franchisees decide they're done, guess what? McDonald's Corp will have to change its revenue model. They're going to have to give something back. Now, right now, they're not planning on doing that, because like I said, McDonald's is probably the most popular fast food chain in the world. Like I said, they got 40,000 locations around the world. It's probably, like I said, the number one franchise concept, food concept, fast food concept in the world. Drop me some comments down in the comment box, guys, and let me know what y'all think about this whole thing about McDonald's and the way they make their money. I'm talking about McDonald's corporate. 20% off the top. Moo is going to give you 10 free fractional shares of the Magnificent 7 stocks. Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Alphabet, Nvidia, and Tesla. When you open a new Moo brokerage account, put at least $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 10 free fractional shares of the Magnificent 7. There's a link down in the description box. Go click on that link, guys. Open up your new Moo account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Go check out the new website, the Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor website. It's the second link down in the description box. Take a look at those fantastic digital products we have designed to help you get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Also, join the membership club. We're going to be doing some fantastic stuff in the membership club, all geared towards getting you to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.